When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Panthers offense takes the field to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they've faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tatum. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. FIU pushing tempo. To the air, it's Johns. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Makes the catch. It's Tatum. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Got his man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot, and the returner will be brought down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Johns. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. FIU will line up to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Tatum. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll try the run. Across the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pressure coming, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. To the air, it's Carr. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. To the air on first down. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a... He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. FIU will line up to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it, fired complete. Can't get him to the ground. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed to play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. With the catch, it's Carter. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Carter. And they'll finally get him down after a Terrific pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Dropping back, it's John. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Panthers are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on third down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Second down.
Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Direct snap. It's Martin. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Johns. Got him downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a huge throw. But they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's John. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Florida International, 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Got the back over the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Johns. Floating away. He's out past the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for space. It's step. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today.
Return goes out of bounds.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after after a huge completion.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The screen, he can go. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on a linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running backs there, you got to make that play, man. Had a chance after the catch to do some damage.
Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Running into the open space.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the Penn State offense will take over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Nittany Lions will try to move the sticks on fourth down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the move. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with the W?
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. The short hands, it's stepped. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Another FIU.
And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially, Dave.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.